Hey everybody, welcome to another weekly musing by me. So this week we're going to talk about political capital. It might be a phrase that you have heard about or maybe not, but really it's massively important in the business world. So political capital is effectively the credit that you have in the bank when it comes to you and your brand in wanting to get something done in the workplace. Think of it as building your bank balance. But in the workplace, political capital is about being able to articulate and give credibility to what you want to do with your leadership, with your executive, with your peers, whoever it might be. Political, i.e. enables you to maneuver, and capital, i.e. an asset that allows you to get some future economic benefit from, taking the accountancy approach. But how does that work for anybody in business or aspiring to become a leader? Well, the reason is you need to build it for somebody to give you the chance to do what you want to do. So take a step back. If you join a new business, you take on a new job, you start a new initiative, ultimately you want people to buy into what you're doing. But as you start out, you have zero credibility. Why would anybody believe you? But over time, you want to build that credibility, build confidence with your audience or with your management or with your peers, so that in due course, when you say, I'd like to do this, somebody goes, okay, makes sense. We know you did a good job last time. Crack on. But how do you get there? Well, take a step back. Really, political capital is all around you. And you are generally driven by your values. Now, for me, massively important is integrity. And integrity is doing the right thing in the right way and being honest. Now, I know, excuse me, that if I feel like my integrity is being questioned, then it gives me anxiety. That's through a whole sort of a learning experience for me over the last few months. But suffice it to say, is like integrity is massively important to me. I heard once when I was training as an accountant that the easy way to determine whether it would be the right thing to do is to say, whatever you do, if it hit the front page of the Daily Mail, would you be embarrassed? If the answer is yes, don't do it. It's a very crude way of looking at it, but a very simple one. Because what it says is, by how you act, will you be able to stand behind your decision, look the other people in the eye and say, yes, this was the right thing to do. So bringing it back, whatever the values are that make up you, you need to prove to to the people around you that you know what you're doing. Think of it in terms of a start small and build it out approach. Can you take on a project and prove that it works? Can you deliver something that shows that you know what you're talking about? Can you give confidence to those around you that what you're trying to suggest is right? The reason for doing this is if you build up that political capital, in due course, you might want to cash in all of your chips on a particular initiative at some point in the future. If you come straight in and say, look at me, I'm great, dazzle people with a few buzzwords, and then go, can I have some money, please? It's not likely to work. Political capital is around you and your brand and showing that you act in the right way so that somebody says, okay, I trust you're going to go and do it. Now listen, we don't always get it right. And if you look at people in the public domain, so the politicians and the key figures that we see in the news, they're trying to build their political capital with us as their audience. But what I want you to take away is it's across every level. You could be just starting out in your career, but you want people to know that you do a good job and you act with integrity, you do the right thing, you work hard, you are all the time putting forward the right image. Image has got to be backed up with action, absolutely, and without action, knowledge means nothing. There's another musing coming. But really, for you to get the chance to move ahead, to progress in your career, to enable to get things done, political capital is massively important. Now, the reason for telling you this is that often you'll see the actions turn out and how things go, but you won't necessarily have heard that term. Not anymore. So this week's musing is around saying, if you want to be able to get things done, and you want people to buy into you, people buy into why, not what, remember that. Political capital is something that you need to be acutely aware of, certainly as you begin to navigate more senior levels of organizations, because without it, you will struggle to get the credibility, the buy-in, and the support to do what you want to do. And with that, I will leave you for another week. Stay safe. Have a good weekend.